A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a whirlwind of activity marking the beginning of his second term, President Donald Trump has unleashed a series of executive orders that promise to reshape the landscape of American governance. On January 20th, 2025, the president signed a collection of directives aimed at reversing many of the policies established by the previous administration, signaling a return to his administration's core values and priorities. Among the most controversial moves was Trump's decision to pardon approximately 1,500 individuals involved in the January 6th Capitol riot, a move that has drawn both criticism and support from various quarters of the political spectrum. "We hope they come out tonight, frankly," Trump stated during a rally, expressing his expectation for a strong show of support from his base. The pardons reflect the president's continued alignment with his supporters, many of whom believe they were unjustly treated during the Capitol riots. In a bold declaration, Trump has also deemed illegal immigration at the U.S.-Mexico border a national emergency, designating criminal cartels as terrorist organizations. This move is part of a broader strategy to tighten immigration policies and curb the flow of undocumented immigrants into the country. Furthermore, Trump signed an order that is expected to suspend the U.S. refugee resettlement program for 4 months, a decision that has reignited debates over America's role in global humanitarian efforts. The president's actions did not stop there. In a clear attempt to dismantle the legacy of his predecessor, Trump revoked 78 executive actions implemented by President Joe Biden. This sweeping move covers a wide array of issues, from COVID-19 relief efforts to equal opportunity initiatives for marginalized communities. During a rally at the Capital One Arena, Trump emphasized his commitment to reversing what he termed destructive and radical executive actions, stating, "I'll revoke nearly 80 destructive and radical executive actions of the previous administration." In a further push to reshape the federal workforce, Trump has mandated that federal employees return to full-time in-person work, effectively ending remote work arrangements that became commonplace during the COVID-19 pandemic. This directive has raised concerns among many government employees who fear that it may lead to job losses, particularly for those who have been working remotely for the past few years. Critics argue that this move is part of a broader strategy to replace long-standing civil service employees with individuals loyal to Trump. The president's executive actions also include measures aimed at providing emergency price relief to American citizens, with a focus on cutting regulations that contribute to rising costs. Trump has cited the previous administration's policies as a root cause of the ongoing inflation crisis, stating, "Over the past 4 years, the Biden administration's destructive policies inflicted an historic inflation crisis on the American people." In a significant departure from international climate agreements, Trump has formally withdrawn the United States from the Paris Climate Treaty. This decision, anticipated since his election victory, has raised alarms among environmentalists and global leaders who fear that it undermines efforts to combat climate change. Trump's administration has consistently prioritized domestic energy production, and this withdrawal is seen as a reaffirmation of that commitment. The president's letter to the United Nations explaining the withdrawal further underscores his administration's focus on putting American interests first. Additionally, Trump has taken steps to investigate the actions of the federal government during the previous administration, directing the Attorney General to scrutinize potential misconduct by various agencies. This move has been framed as an effort to end the weaponization of government against political opponents, a theme that has resonated with many of his supporters. As Trump embarks on this new chapter of his presidency, the implications of his executive orders are likely to reverberate throughout the political landscape. His administration's focus on immigration, energy production, and a return to traditional governance practices suggests a stark departure from the policies that characterize the Biden administration. The coming months will be critical as both supporters and opponents of Trump's agenda grapple with the ramifications of these bold actions. With the political climate as polarized as ever, the stage is set for an intense battle over the future direction of the United States. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.